As owner of a Steadicam Pilot and an EX1, I bumped into the problem of keeping focus. The autofocus function makes its own decisions about what to focus on. These decisions often do not correspond with my intentions. At 6mm everything is sharp, but when I zoom in, the focus becomes critical and one can't without a focus system. These systems don't come cheap. I decided to try to build one myself. Here's my proof of concept: a servo tester and a servo that drives the focus ring of the EX1. The rubber servo wheel slipped a bit. After a few turns, the position of the potentiometer didn't match the focus points anymore. The Velcro connection with the lens hood was too loose. When the wheel turned, the servo moved somewhat. This made the steering of the focus ring not very precise. Gears don't slip, don't they? Nice, but how do you fix a detachable gear ring on the EX1 and a fitting gear on the servo? The problem was solved rather simple with an RC car drive belt. These belts have teeth. Using the same belt on both the servo ring and the servo wheel makes a fitting pair of gears. I glued the belt on the servo wheel. The belt on the focus ring is held in place by a Velcro cable strap. The focus ring turns only 1/3, so you have to cover it only halfway. Servos turn in 250 tiny steps controlled by a data signal generated by an RC receiver. When you're trimming an RC model, you often use a servo tester. This is a tiny print with a potentiometer that generates a signal that makes the servo turn proportional. Servos are reliable, lightweight and relatively high-powered. They use only 5 to 6 volts. I didn't want to add a 6-volt battery. The monitor of a Steadicam Pilot is fed by a 12-volt ion battery. I decided to use the onboard power of the Pilot. One can buy fixed voltage regulators for only 80 eurocent. These regulators look like a large transistor and need a small heatsink. The biggest challenge was building a system from the different parts. I do not explain in detail how to build it. You have to be a handy person anyway, with some soldering and modeling skills. To these persons the photos shown here are self-explanatory. Some things I'm not fully satisfied with are the way the servo part is secured to the EX1. This 25-year-old servo turns only 120 degrees, so the focus ring turns only partial, from infinite to 2 meter, or by choosing another starting point, another part of the focus range. Servos make some noise, you will hear it on the internal microphone. The strong points of this system are: it's very lightweight, only 100 grams. It's precise. The turn direction is reversible by connecting the cable to the second kinch connector. It's only 60 to 80 euro on parts.